Hi friends and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be my January TBR. I just love in general like the idea of a new year or a new month, a new week, and January is always pretty special in that way because I feel like there's always thousands of things I want to achieve. Obviously I rarely do achieve all the things I want to, but still it's a fresh start in some ways. This time I'll be going back to randomizing my TBR based on different categories. I love when I do this and it definitely helps me with some of my decision making. What will be happening in January? Let's just go through a couple of things first. First thing that will be happening in January is that the Poppy War read-along will be starting. The read-along I'm hosting together with Jane, Megan and Lorena will start on January 1st. In January we'll be reading the Poppy War and then we'll continue to read the rest of the series in February and March. So we'll actually have a kickoff for the read-along on January 2nd here on my channel. If you're up for any reading sprints or you just want to have like a reading kickoff to the year, do whatever you want, chill, be productive, be hangover, you are very welcome to join us on this kickoff sprint, even if you're not participating in the actual read-along. This is a book I need to read in January and this will be a reread for me and I was so excited to get back to the series. This is one of the books I must read. Another thing that's starting in January is the read-along for the Greenbone Saga hosted by Mel. I will link her announcement down below. I've had this book on my shelf for like half a year or something. I've heard only amazing things about this book and the entire series, so I'm very excited to finally get to this. And I feel like starting this series in January will be perfect. And also as a third read-along in January we have the Dark Tower read-along that is hosted by Steph and Mask and two of their friends. Yeah, I wasn't certain if I were to participate, but I've been curious about Stephen King's Dark Tower series. I have not yet read any Stephen King. I passed by a bookstore and I picked this up. Their read-along is a year-long read-along dedicated to the Dark Tower series and other stories by Stephen King that might relate to the series. I'm not certain if I'll be able to go for the entire year. I'm not even certain if I will be participating in February, but at least this is a good excuse to start the series in January and perhaps try and keep up or at least get an idea of which order I should read the books and stuff like that. I will also link their announcements and stuff down below so you can check this out. So these are 3 books I hope to read in January. We have 3 first in adult fantasies. January might be heavy, but I'm also so much in a fantasy reading mood, so I'm genuinely excited to get to these books. 2 other things that are happening in January are readathons. Between the 1st and the 14th of January we have the Goodreads Choice Awards, or the GC Readathon, that is hosted by Sam, and basically you're supposed to read some of the nominees from the Goodreads Choice Awards. And it does not necessarily have to be the nominees for the awards in 2021, it could be previous awards as well. Since I do my challenge of trying to read Goodreads Choice Awards books throughout the year, and I will continue to do that in 2022, I might as well participate and get a good start to my own personal challenge. Another readathon that is a month-long readathon happening in January is the Pop Culture Readathon. I believe it's mainly a Twitter account, and they change themes of their readathons. So it's different pop culture, either TV shows or music. And January's theme is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I love Buffy the Vampire Slayer, like I'm obsessed. I love it so much. Of course I have to, even if it's low-key, participate in a Buffy readathon. They have 3 different boards on their Twitter. One for Slayer, one for the villains, and one for the Scooby Gang. And you just check those boards off as you read books. It's pretty low-key. I will probably also keep it low-key, so I won't be planning books for each particular prompt and explain them today, but as I read throughout the month I might be keeping a reading thread on my Twitter and update it with the books I read and if they match any of the prompts. Those are my plans regarding readathons and readalongs, but let's get to the actual randomizing my TBR. What I will do and what I usually do is that I randomize my TBR based on different categories. The categories I have today are my physical TBR, my Goodreads Want to Read list, my currently reading, my Goodreads Choice Awards reading challenge, and also my ARCs. So we have 5 categories to pick books from today. I have put back Jade City and The Gunslinger so that they can also be chosen once I go through my physical TBR. So let's just start with randomizing which book from my physical TBR that I should read in January. What I will do is I will randomly pick a number on my phone, and that number I will just count my books, and the number I land on with the book I read. So I counted my physical TBR today. I have excluded a couple of books. Perhaps they are library books that I need to return before January, or there might be sequels to series I haven't even started. So I have excluded a few, and if I pass those in my counting, I will explain that. But in total, I have 84 books on my physical TBR to pick between. I think the last time I did this, it was either 60 or 70, so things have gotten weird. So I guess I'm just gonna randomize a number from that and we'll see which one it is. This is always quite scary. So I have from 1 to 84 here on my phone. Let's just randomize a number. 3, 2, 1. 58. This could be literally anything. So the number I got was 58, and we'll just count all of my unread books up and down. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Moving here. 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 56. Oh, 56. 57. I read all of these. Okay, 57. Moving up here. I read those, but I have not read that one. 58. The book I landed on is King of Scars by Leigh Bardugo. I'm actually excited about this. I just talked about it in my 22 books I want to read in 2022, so this is actually a great start to that. This is one of the spin-off series, or like the spin-off series, I guess, to the Shadow and Bone series, and this one follows Nikolai. Nikolai is my favorite character from Shadow and Bone. He was all I cared about in Siege and Storm, so I'm actually very excited to read this one. The boy king, the war hero, the prince with a demon curled inside his heart. The people of Raqqa don't know what Nikolai Lantsov endured in their bloody civil war, and he intends to keep it that way. I'm excited. Hopefully I will like this more than I liked Shadow and Bone, possibly, potentially on the same level as Six of Crows duology. We're gonna have to see. The next category we have is my Goodreads want to read list. Last time I checked, I had 469 books on my Goodreads want to read. I will pick a number, we will go on my Goodreads and see what book I should read. So randomize. 3, 2, 1. 40. Book 40. Okay, this is probably one of my earlier picks then. Okay, so hopefully you can see my want to read now. Radio Silence selection series, City of Girls, some contemporaries, fantasy. Okay, what is 40? Hey! Well, would you look at that? Number 40 is Tarzan of the Apes. Well, who would have thought? I'm not mad at this. I'm really not mad at this. So the book that was picked from my Goodreads want to read list is Tarzan of the Apes by Edgar Rice Burroughs. And what has me excited about this is actually that I own this book. It's usually, for me, one of the challenges with the Goodreads want to read list category is that I might not have the book. I might need to figure out how to get it. Either I have to buy it as an ebook or a physical book, or find it as an audiobook or on Scribd. That's part of the struggle. But this time I own the book, and it's one of my physical TBRs. So I'm actually very happy about this. This one is also not that long, which is promising. It's about 250 pages. The reason I have this and even have it on my list is because I love the Disney movie Tarzan. I'm obsessed with Tarzan. I have seen other adaptations as well, like the Skarsgård one and some of the animated ones. I just love Tarzan as a story, as a concept, and I want to read the source material for that series. I know that this in some ways is a bit problematic from what I heard. I still want to read the source material and understand it. If I enjoy it, I might pick up the other books, because there's like, I think 40 books or something in the series, and they're quite difficult to get a hold of. So like, if I enjoy this, I might want to try and collect all of the Tarzan books. That would be a really cool thing. It's a good start to read the first book in the series, and then I can decide. But yeah, second pick, and I'm excited. I'm off to a good start. Next category is my currently reading. I have an issue where I sometimes start a book and never finish it. I usually get like a third through the book, and then I pick up something else. Not because I am not enjoying the book necessarily, it's just that perhaps I'm partaking in a readathon or read-along and I need to focus on another book than the one I'm currently reading. And this has caused me to have multiple books on my currently reading tab on Goodreads. At the moment I have 12 there. This category shouldn't be in the double digits. It should just be one digit, one number. If I can lower my currently reading to that during 2022, that will make me happy, and keep it that way. I don't want to have 12 currently reading books on my TBR. That's not the way I want to live. So first I'm gonna pick a number from 1 to 12. Oh, I can shake it to randomize. I didn't know that. Okay, I'm learning that I can shake it to randomize. Let's try and shake it and see if I can randomize it. 3, 2, 1. Number 1. I think I know which one this is. So now I'm gonna go on my Goodreads currently reading. It's what I thought. The first one is Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind. So the next book that was picked for me from my currently reading category is Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind by Yuval Noah Harari. So I just double checked on Goodreads and apparently I'm on page 154 in this one, which is 31% into the book. I remember I really enjoyed this. This is a non-fiction that takes us through the history of humankind. I know I have already learned a lot from this book and I really enjoyed it. I do want to finish it, and I'm actually considering, I'm undecided whether I should restart the book or if I should just continue it from page 154, because I feel like I would love to annotate it and like learn things and take notes and stuff. I think I might restart it actually. I think that would be good. I'm actually glad I'm getting to it again. And it's also on my 22 books to read in 2022. So yeah, for the next category we actually have my Goodreads Choice Awards Reading Challenge. Last year I did a reading challenge where I tried to read as many of the winners and nominees from the Goodreads Choice Awards 2020. I'm gonna do that again for 2021. I really enjoyed the challenge. I feel like I read a lot of different genres and books I perhaps wouldn't get to otherwise. Just like last time, I prepped this Goodreads Choice Awards spread where I have put down all of the books from different categories that I'm interested in reading. So these are some of the nominees that I would like to get to. In total, there are 50 books on this list. Some books might appear multiple times because they might also have been nominated for the best debut novel. I'm not taking that into consideration. 50 books on this list in total, including duplicates, is what I want to say. So what I'm gonna do is basically just once again pick a random number from 1 to 50, and then I will count the books in this direction for each page. And the book I end up on will be the book I will read for this category in January. And this also works well with the Goodreads Choice Awards Readathon that Sam is hosting. So first, let's screen record another random number picking. And let's try and shake it again. 3, 2, 1. 31. Okay, I'm gonna put my phone on my gimbal and then I will take you with me as I count through the books. Welcome to my lab. This is my spread for the Goodreads Choice Awards. We got number 31. Let's just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 31. Okay, A Psalm for the Wild Built. The book I ended up on for my Goodreads Choice Awards category is A Psalm for the Wild Built by Becky Chambers. This was nominated in the science fiction category and it ended up on place 10 in the awards. I honestly know nothing about this book other than the fact that I know that Emily Fox loves Becky Chambers. Maddie from Book Browsing Blog also loves this book. It's a short book, so I think I can access this on Scribd as an audiobook, which will be great. So I'm not mad about this. There are more books amongst these Goodreads Choice Awards books that I'm more excited about, but I'm certain I will get to them sometime during the year. Fourth book is picked. The fifth and final category that I want to pick a book from is my NetGalley arcs. I've said this before and I will continue to say this for probably the longest of times, but I suck at reading arcs. I love requesting arcs. It's basically like book shopping but free, but then I'm actually not as excited about some of the arcs as I was when I browsed them. I want to up my ratio and I want to be serious, and hopefully I'm certain that there are some hidden gems amongst my requests. I had a look on NetGalley and I have in total 15 arcs on my TBR basically. I think 6 of these books are actually available to me now, and 9 of these arcs have passed their best due date or something. So unfortunately, I might not be able to access them, or there's no guarantee that I will be able to access them, but I need to consider all of them because I need to actually read all of them in order to up my ratio. So from 1 to 15 this time, and let's shake the phone. 3, 2, 1. 6. Okay, book number 6. So this will actually be one of my active books, which is good because then I won't have as much of a struggle reading it or finding it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The Island House by Amanda Brittany. This was published already in August of 2021, but I don't think it has been archived yet, so I can still read it and review it, which is the plan. What is it about? It's a gripping, chilling and addictive thriller. A dark family secret. An island cut off. Who will survive? Ooh, okay, I like this. I like this isolated place sort of trope in thrillers and mysteries. Someone is found dead, someone is missing, someone has a secret past. I don't know, it sounds actually quite entertaining. Okay, and those are the 5 categories that were meant to randomize today. We got 3 books of my physical TBR, which is actually quite amazing, and I'm honestly excited about all of them. I think I might be the most excited about Tarzan or possibly King of Scars, but this is promising. We also have A Song for the Wild Built by Becky Chambers. This is a short one. I can listen to this one as an audiobook, which is incredible. And we also have a thriller from my ARCs that actually sounds quite promising. A good start to the Randomizing my TBR for 2022, I guess. Considering the read-along I am hosting and also the read-alongs I hope to participate in January, I need to add these 3 books. So in total, this adds up to 8 books. Yeah, a lot of fantasy, 1 classic and 1 non-fiction, also a sci-fi and a thriller. I'm certain that I will be able to fit these into the different prompts for the pop culture readathon. Let's have a look at the prompts for the Goodreads Choice Awards readathon as well, because I might be able to fit at least the Becky Chambers book into there. So the Goodreads Choice Awards is, as I said, is going on from the 1st to the 14th of January, and it has 5 different prompts. First one is a 5-star prediction. The ones I would like to read for this one is either Cloud Cuckoo Land or The Spanish Love Deception. Judge a book by its cover. For this one I would either read 6 Crimson Cranes or Iron Widow. For representation I might still read The Transition Baby. I have that one borrowed from the library. I don't think I need to return it yet, so might read this one. 4th prompt is Out of Comfort Zone, and this might be where I fit in A Song for the Wild Built because it's sci-fi. I have read few sci-fis, but it's not my go-to genre. It's something I would love to get more into, but at this current stage it's not my most comfortable genre because I still don't know what sci-fi I enjoy. So yeah, I might be able to fit the Becky Chambers book into this one, so that's good. I just wanted to have a quick check on the prompts for the Goodreads Choice Awards. That's my TBR for January. 8 books. It feels doable for some reason, but I always feel that way. I'm always optimistic at the start of the month. Like 2,600 pages in physical format, and then also an ebook and an audiobook. That's my stack for January, and I'm quite happy and excited about it. Thank you, game, for treating me nicely for once. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Please take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye!
You gotta just go for it. Don't think about what comes after.